way to get somebody to apply, or a good way to get somebody to apply when they can't or won't come by for a tour?
Yes.
Pretty much everybody who comes by for a tour will at least take an application, and the majority of them do apply, but when they're not here, it's a lot harder.
Yes. First thing, I want us to stop, and I'm not saying you're doing this, but I want us to stop looking at, hi. I want us to stop looking at the world through our lens. And just because we think that we would want to see a place before we filled out an application, signed a lease on it, doesn't mean that everybody's that way. And just because 95% of our current residents came to view the property doesn't mean that this person's the same as everybody else. So the best way when somebody's just talking on the phone is, hey, does it make sense to sign the lease? Ask them that right on the phone. Well, I don't want to, hey, does it make sense to come by and do a tour? No. Got it. Does it make sense to sign the lease, lock the place down? And say it just like that. Not, well, perhaps, maybe, are you crazy? And you'd want to rent a place sight unseen, right? Let's not do that. Hey, does it make sense to come by and check the place out? No. Does it make sense to just do the lease online? Yeah. Cool. I'll send you over the application. What happens next? I'm going to send you a link. You're going to get started on that. Right? Now check this out. Hey, does it make sense for you to come by and check out the property today? No. Got it. Does it make sense to just sign the lease online? No. Got it. What's a good next step? Right? What's a good next step? I'm not sure. Now point the question at yourself. What's a good next step on my end? Or what's a good next step for me? If they still say, I don't know, which they won't, because people love to boss other people around. You'll be shocked when you go, what's a good next step for me? Call me at 4 o'clock today. Perfect. I'll call you at 4 o'clock today if I haven't heard from you before then. Fair enough? Okay. And now at 4 o'clock, hey, Maddie, Matt Easton over here at Meadows. As promised, it's 4 o'clock. Now I'm not going to sell the tour because they already rejected me on the tour. Calling to see if it makes sense to sign a lease on that 2-bedroom we have available. Right? No. Well, does it make sense for you to come by? Yeah, sure. I'll come by today. Now you're just pivoting. You're just staying in that, does it make sense to blank? No. What's a good next step? Okay, general. Then what's a good next step for me if they don't know? If they still say I don't know to what's a good next step for me, now you can set a next step. Okay, and that next step, I would like it to be, you're going to call them the next day. I know it sounds crazy, but things move quick in real estate, right? Totally get it. It's Monday today. How about I'll call you tomorrow, 2:30 p.m. if I haven't heard from you before then. Fair enough? Yeah, that works for me. And then at 2:30, it's up to you if you want to sell them on a tour or sell them on the lease. If it was me, I would just go for the lease, right? Because you're always going to have a tour as a backup. Right? Hey, does it make sense to sign the lease on one of our 2-bedrooms? No. Got it. What's a good next step then? Well, I don't know. A lot of people just come in and take a tour. Are you opposed? Now you can switch to are you opposed or are you against? Are you against swinging by today? And listen to how I'm saying it. Man, that sounds fun. That sounds like a party, right? A lot of people like to just swing by either way. Are you opposed to coming by today? And you're not going to lose in any of those. So go through your close, check down, does it make sense to blank? What's a good next step? What's a good next step for me, or what's a good next step on my end? And then if they still don't know, set a next step. Make the next step happen within about 24 hours. Please don't be like, I'll call you in 2 weeks, because you're going to lose the lease. Great question. Anybody else have any questions while I've got you? The way people rent apartments has changed. Today's renter has access to more information. Today's renter has more choices. The apartment industry needs you. Studies have shown that moving is the most stressful life event. The old sales training, well, it just doesn't work today. I'd like to teach you how to take the stress out of leasing apartments in a way that's meaningful to you and your renters and get you 7 times more leases. I'll show you how the perfect leasing process works. I'm going to walk you through everything from answering the phone to closing the lease. I'm going to show you how to determine your prospects' wants and their needs so that you can build value in your apartments. You will learn how to handle any objection or complaint. I'm going to show you how to connect with your renter so it's easy for them to rent with you. I've taught the best property management companies and thousands of people just like you how to lease apartments. Property management is complicated. I'll simplify it for you. There's more competition than ever before. I'm going to show you how to be number one. All of a sudden, your career, it's going to make perfect sense, even if you've never worked in sales or property management before. And for the advanced property manager, I'm going to show you how to take things to the next level. Leasing University is a new, simple, step-by-step process that's effective. We're going to help you become a rock star in property management. I'm Matt Easton, and this is Leasing University.